Oh, check out this EK I just bought tonight. Can't really see it, but I picked it up for $650. There's a dent right here from a bumper. And this passenger side is not that bad. It actually is really good. It's silver, by the way, it looks white. But man, so the timing belt snapped. And I am about to take it apart and see if it actually is. Whoa, it's clean. Wow. Okay, time to take this off. There it is. Busted up belt. Easy fix. So you can see a lot better. The body on this passenger side is a lot cleaner. You got a few little dings there. If you come around here, I think the bumper is a little bit off. Oh, it's off. I could just put that back in. The guy said that somebody backed up onto him right there. So the good thing is that it's just a door, so it's replaceable. So the interior is actually really clean. For somebody that didn't really take care of it, it's got 112,000 miles. It's got the Y7 motor, and of course the this is normal. Okay, for the hood pop latch thing is usually broken, and as I showed you guys yesterday, it's got a broken timing belt, which I already took off. I actually just bought a water pump, a timing belt, and you know, the whole works. So I'll just get all prepped and ready, and so when I get the parts, I could just drop it in. It's very dirty, but nothing but a power washer can't clean up. So yeah. By the way, the battery's dead, so I gotta recharge that battery. Well, since the car is going to be sitting around waiting for the timing belt, I have myself some nice bottle caps with some decent tires, a nice set of GSR seats, decent I guess you can say, the common tear in the driver elbow, so you can tell this rear bumper has been replaced. There's, I don't know if you could tell in the video, oh there you go. There's a slight color difference, obviously the metallic. Look at that part right there. But the good thing is normally you have rust spots right here in the back bumper to the quarter, but it's not in this case. The color difference. Plus, those are normally black from factory. So yes, it's been repainted. Probably get a new one anyways. A little wart right here. Everything is out and done. Of course, they went really cheap. This is a no-name water pump. They probably bought a kit or something. Changing that, even though it's still good. Yep. Don't go cheap. Here is a little simple green for the engine bay, because it's time to pressure wash this thing. Get all this junk down here. Check out my beautiful Greenworks 2000 PSI gigawatt pressure washer. This thing does some damage. It's time to get spraying. This header shield is pretty ugly, so I'm gonna take it off and paint it. Take this off and clean this thing. It'll make a huge difference. Alright, normally I would sandblast something like this if it was that rusted up, but honestly I don't really care about this. It's gonna be replaced in the future maybe anyway, so it's primer time. Rinse the crap out of it. Wow, now look how big of a difference that made. Just from those two. Cleans up the engine really nice. Alright, so since I've been ordering Honda parts, I have these 3 Y8 intake manifolds. I don't even remember how much I bought them for, but I have them. So I won't be using this one because this one came off a 99 2000 Civic. This one right here is what I'll be using because it is an automatic, which has a block off for the idle air control valve. So if I was to use this one, I would have to block this one off. So getting an automatic one is really useful. Here we go, it's time to do some GSR seat swap. This inner one didn't fit, well actually this is off the EK one, just took it off this EK seat. So putting the EK inner, I guess you could, yeah, inner. So maybe I might have to change that inner one, this inner one. Because the DC hit right here. So now I'm just putting that one in. So I'm doing a little center console swap. If you can see, this one has a little armrest. Here is the stock one, and it has holes here. Holes here, probably from cigarette burns. And right here, it doesn't have that, the lid, the cup holder lid. So basically I got this for free from my buddy Dave. So thanks Dave, I didn't think I needed it, but now I do. It's time to do a little cluster swap. So I need to keep this because this is the original miles. 112 B jelly. And I want this, the RPM, and this right here over to that. Just found this really clean climate control bezel. Looks good because mine's all scratched up right here and stuff, and scratched up here. So I'm taking it. There's scratches and stuff right in here. So I got my new one. And Nick's scratching his balls.
Yeah.
What the heck? Alright. So the parts are in. Got the timing belt, FTW water pump, GMB tensioner, some gaskets, valve cover gasket. Alright. Here are all my parts and bam! It's in. Time to just put everything else back together. Oh, yeah, I know it got dark, but I got it done. Everything looks good, belt's all on, batteries in. Also put in this valve cover I have for a few years now. It was shaved, I didn't do it myself, but I did the wrinkle black. Gives it a nice clean look. And now it's time to start it up. Whoa. Okay. I'm a little bit worried because it took almost all of this. So he probably ran it without any water in it. So let's give it a startup. Alright. Of course, the battery was dead. So let's try that again with this one. for this one. The power steering doesn't sound good. Woo!
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Great. So the valves are ticking. And you can hear the throwout bearing. That loud noise. Hey, go press on the clutch. So watch. And press on the clutch. There you go. Okay, now let go. That's the throwout bearing. Hold on it again. Now you can hear the valves are ticking pretty hard. I hope that's not an indication of a bent valve. Thanks. Alright, turn it off. Alright guys, back at it with another day working on this Civic. So I think what I want to do is I want to at least do the valve clearance on that. I have a feeling that it might have a bent valve. High chance that I got a bent valve. But before that, I do want to do the valve clearance just to see if it's just one of them is off. Other than that, I think I might end up pulling this motor out because it needs a new throwout bearing. You know, might as well do the clutch while I'm at it. I actually ordered a new header, so that's coming off. And I am doing the Y8 intake manifold conversion. So pretty much it'd be a lot faster, quicker, easier to just pull the motor, get everything out. While I'm at it, might as well do the head gasket, which means I'll have to do the timing belt again. Not a big deal. But yeah, I was actually just at the junkyard. Picked up a few things. I got this bracket here. It's for the that elbow seat center console. Mine didn't have that, so I needed this so I can mount that down. The cluster has a few bulbs that is blown, so I just kind of grabbed that for in case. I picked up this thing. It's mounting hardware for the rear bumper. This is for the elbow thing where it clips. I picked up this thing, so the noise that was coming from the motor last night was I didn't have any of these hardware. I had this one, I didn't have that one. So this was actually stuck, seized if you want to call it. And you could tell it was eating up the belt. I also got a door handle, little ring. Not sure why he pulled the door handles off. And they were both missing. That was scored on some NGK spark plug wires. Got that for $2. I needed this little backing plate here for the mirror. Totally forgot where I put that screw right there that goes there. But yeah, it's the little things that make a big difference. People are just too lazy to go grab them. Alright guys, so that is the end of part 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. So in part 2, I'm going to be putting in all that little stuff that I got from the junkyard. And I believe I do have a bent valve, so I'm going to be pulling the head off. I'm going to put in the Y8 intake manifold. So I'll check you guys out in part 2. Peace.